Hello, hello. Welcome to stage 32, and this is about the language 2. We're learning a little bit more about the gerundives, and really what I wish that Cambridge would do was call this about the language 2 the passive periphrastic, because that's really what we're talking about. A while ago, several stages ago, we learned about a thing called the gerundive, and currendum is the gerundive. So it comes from the verb kuro kurura. It has this nd here, and it is a gerundive. We don't have a gerundive in English per se, but we do have a gerund, right? So we know that gerunds are verbal nouns. So it's like running. Okay. Now in Latin, they have gerunds as well, but the by far the most common use of this nd form, this gerundive form, is in this construction that is called a passive periphrastic. Okay. And what that passive periphrastic basically means is it is the gerundive, so correndum, with a form of the verb to be. So here's naranda with a form of the verb to be. It doesn't always have to be est, but it is est most of the time. And notice that the important thing here is that when we have a passive periphrastic, the gerundive plus the verb to be, we have to use must, okay? So I must run. I must tell a story. Um, I must write a story. You must make a will, etc. Okay. Now, the only kind of sticky point here is that if you're a good Latin student, you can look at mihi coronam est and look at that and go, that really doesn't look like I, and then the must, okay, and then run. It just doesn't look like it, okay? And what's happening here is that very literally, and this is going to sound terrible, but very literally what this means is mihi, by me, and this is what's called a dative of agent. Let me see if I could spell this out really quick. This is a dative of agent. By me, there must be a running, which is terrible. A story must be told by me. A letter must be written by me. A will must be made by you. Haterius must be visited by us. The dinner must be prepared by the cook. So we have this little formula here, and the formula is that we have a dative word, so this dative of agent, and then the subject, whatever we're doing here, and then the gerundive plus the verb to be. Okay? So mihi, tibi, nobis, quoquo, mihi, tibi, there again. These are called the dative of agent. And then we have the thing must be blanked. Okay? But I want to go back up here. So it must be run by me, or there must be a running by me. I don't know what that means. So we're going to flip it so that it sounds like something that we actually would say. So instead of there must be a running by me, we just say I must run. Okay? Instead of their story must be told by me, which that sounds better, but I must tell a story. So um, the only sticky point is just kind of remembering those little parts to it. So we have that dative of agent, the gerundive, and then the version of the verb to be, and must is the magic word there for passive periphrastic, which is what this should be called. Passive periphrastic. Okay, good luck, everybody.